Hello everyone, this is Anish Verma and you're listening to the Empower Your Mind for Success podcast, a podcast for anyone who wants to build an entrepreneurial mindset. So if you have been listening to my podcasts, you might have heard one of the quotes that I use quite often by Wallace Wattles from the book that he had written in 1911 called The Science of Getting Rich. And the quote that he uses, what Wallace Wattles says in the book is that by thought, the thing you desire is brought to you, and by action, you receive it. And, I've spoken about why and how important a thought is, because nothing can be manifested into its physical form without first being in a thought form. If you can think it, you can have it. If you can imagine it, you can have it. But no thought, no physical manifestation. So, with this context, I was reading Dr. Deepak Chopra's book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. And I was very intrigued with something he said in the 7th law. And the 7th law is the law of Dharma. In Sanskrit, the word Dharma means purpose of life, meaning of life. The word karma is basically the action you take and the consequence of that action, right? Karma is also a Sanskrit word and dharma is also a Sanskrit word, and dharma again means the purpose of life. Now, what he said in this book is that we are a physical manifestation in this life of something, right? And I was trying to connect the dots, and I was very intrigued by what he said, because if what we desire begins with a thought and by action we receive it, then we in this human form on this planet are a physical manifestation of a thought. But the question is, whose thought? Right? Whose thoughts physical manifestation are we in this human form on this planet? And I have also mentioned in the past, and a lot of people talk about this, right? That we all are made in the reflection of God. You can think of God as an energy source, something supernatural, whatever you believe in. But if we come from an energy of the supreme kind, the omnipresent, supreme, supernatural energy, and if the thought was of that supernatural energy, then we are a physical manifestation of that thought of the supernatural energy. And because we are a thought, we are a physical manifestation of that thought. That means the thought should have meant something, right? There had to be something in the thought. That thought maybe is an idea, maybe that thought is a meaning. A purpose. That thought is a purpose that we in this physical manifestation of the human body are supposed to fulfill on this planet Earth. And when I connected these dots, I was really surprised and amazed with what I believe I discovered on this journey, on this entrepreneurial journey that I'm having with you, right? So that is very intriguing to me. So if we are a physical manifestation of a thought of the supernatural, and that thought is a purpose, then we are all here on this planet Earth to fulfill a purpose. Now the question is, what is the purpose? Now we can't ask the supernatural for a very quick and easy answer, which means that we now have to find our purpose and meaning in life. And that is why in pretty much all spiritual texts, it has been mentioned that finding out your true self is the true purpose of life. Even Socrates has mentioned that life unexamined is not worth living, right? Which also means that you have to examine your life, which means you have to understand what is the purpose of your life on this planet, right? Why were you born? And there are a lot of religions and a lot of spiritual texts that talk about there is life before birth and there is life after death, which means that if we are reincarnation of an energy source, then we have a very specific purpose to fulfill on this planet, in this life. And it is our obligation to find out what is that purpose. We all are born with unique talents, right? I've always reminded you that you have unlimited potential. I have unlimited potential. Every human being has unlimited potential. And we need to, and if we have an unlimited potential, that means we have talents which are very unique to us, and we need to express those talents, and through the expression of those talents find the meaning of our life. And the basic purpose of our life, because we are not just one human being, we are one in the population of several billions of people on this earth. We are here on this planet Earth to fulfill a purpose in correlation to other fellow human beings. Now think about our body, right? The body is made of 50 trillion cells. And as Dr. Bruce Lipton in his book, The Biology of Belief, says that, every cell has a purpose. Every cell is designed to fulfill a unique purpose. And every cell serves the other cell and works in correlation and complete harmony for our body to function the way it does, which is effortlessly, right? We don't exude effort while breathing. We don't exude effort while thinking. Not a lot, at least, right? It is fairly resistance-less. It is fairly effortless, right? So in the same way, we as humans are supposed to serve a purpose and serve humanity and help our fellow human beings in correlation, so that the entire universe or the entire earth or this life form or this planet lives and evolves in harmony, right? So the question is, if that is the case, if you believe in that, of what I just said, right, we have to serve humankind and be in harmony with other humans, then the question is, what is a unique talent we have? What is a unique purpose in life that we need to fulfill? And I think that is the question that we all need to find an answer to ourselves. Now there are several ways to find your purpose, right? You can look at your passions in life. What are your passions? What are your goals? And usually passion is something that you are willing to pay for to do. Okay, that is one way to find your passion. So I'm passionate about tennis, right? I pay to play tennis in the sports clubs against other people. So I pay to play tennis. I even pay to learn how to play tennis, right? And some people take it too seriously. They become professional players, right? Another passion of mine is personal development. I am paying my mentors to teach me all about personal development, and I'm coming up with my unique framework that I spoke about yesterday, the Empower Your Mind for Success podcast framework, right? And that is this podcast about that framework, and my framework has 4 pillars, like I spoke about yesterday: your lifestyle quadrant, investigation about yourself, understanding the core principles, and then understanding the success formula, right? So I am paying to understand, to develop my passion, to master my passion, so that I can when I'm working on my passion and I can provide value to others, dollars will follow the value that I provide to others, right? The other way to look at this, and even Dr. Deepak Chopra spoke about it in his book, is the other way to find your passion is, which is very similar to what I spoke about, is what if money was not an issue? What if you had unlimited wealth, unlimited money? What would you then do in your life? What would you do if money was not an issue? You're living a healthy life. You had enough time to live your life, and you had unlimited money, right? Then what would you do? It's a very profound question, and maybe worth spending time on and listing down all the things that you would love to do if money was not an issue. And maybe that is your purpose. And if there are several things, and by the way, the things that you document cannot just be for you, right? Then that is not your purpose. Your purpose is not self-fulfilling. Your purpose is to serve others, to serve humanity, to have a positive impact on people. You have to leave a positive mark in this lifetime on people, right? So your purpose has to be to fulfill others, right? So when you're documenting the things that you would do, it has to be to serve your fellow human beings, right? If you can do that and spend some time, and sometimes people spend a lifetime to figure out what their purpose is, right? And they don't find it, and then they have to maybe reincarnate in another lifetime to find their purpose and fulfill it. But that is neither here nor there. I don't know if you believe in reincarnation. I do, because we are all souls, and our soul is an energy form. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. So when I leave my body, my energy, my soul is released back into the energy, and that soul enters another form of human body and is reborn. That is what a lot of spirituality texts talk about. A lot of religions talk about the same thing as well. But the question is, if you can answer that question, the question is, if you can find the meaning or purpose of your life, then you can go about fulfilling it. Now, either way, whether what you document today, tomorrow, in the next week to answer those questions is actually your real purpose in life or not, you will not know till you start executing on it, till you start acting on it. Because only after actions will you find out a lot of things about yourself, right? The true question is, how can I help others, as opposed to what is in this for me, right? That is the question that we all need to ask about. And that is what will lead to finding our true purpose and true meaning in life, right? Dr. Deepak Chopra talks about this beautifully in this book that I mentioned at the beginning of this podcast. So something to think about. I hope my connecting the dots helped you a little bit, right? If what we want begins with a thought in our mind and leads to its physical manifestation, by that same law, same principle, we are a physical manifestation of a thought, and that thought is our purpose. So we have to fulfill our purpose on this planet Earth because we have been physically manifested already in human form in this lifetime. So once again, I hope this helps. Remember, you have unlimited potential. Own it. Until next time, take care.